The names of Caligula's sisters were now included in the official oath which everyone had to take, and which ran, "I will not value my life or that of my children less highly than I do the safety of the Emperor Gaius and his sisters," and in the consular motions as follows: "Good fortune attend the Emperor Gaius and his sisters." What I want to show you is one of the more remarkable coins made by Caligula. It's a brass sestertius, the largest denomination produced by the Mint of Rome, and it was issued only in the first year of his reign, AD 37 to 38, and really nothing quite like this had ever been produced before. On the front is the new emperor's portrait, name and titles. This is the first time that the imperial portrait had appeared on the brass sestertius, and die engravers could take advantage of the broad surfaces to produce really fine portraits of Caligula. The portrait matches the biographer Suetonius's physical description of Caligula as having a broad forehead and deep-set eyes. However, it does give him a very fine head of hair, whereas Suetonius alleges that his hair was thinning quite badly. But what makes this coin really unusual is the other side. It shows three standing female figures, each explicitly labelled: Agrippina, Drusilla and Julia. These are Caligula's sisters. We know from the historical sources of the great honours that he accorded them. They were permitted to watch the games in the imperial box, and they were given privileges equivalent to those of Vestal virgins, for example. But these coins are tangible contemporary proof of the high regard that he gave to his sisters. On the coin, each sister holds an attribute. That is, they hold things that show that they're not just appearing as the emperor's sisters. They are personifications of various aspects of the state, and the objects that they hold are part of a visual code explaining to the viewer exactly what aspects of the state they represent. Agrippina on the left is securitas, the safety of the state. She holds a cornucopia, a horn of plenty, which is a general symbol of good things, and rests her arm on a column. This symbolises the solidity that underlies the state. Drusilla is concordia, the harmony of the state, or perhaps more specifically a harmonious alliance between emperor, senate and people. She holds in her outstretched hand a circular dish for liquid offerings, of the sort that one might make when solemnising alliances, and she also holds a horn of plenty. Then there's Julia as Fortuna, the good fortune of the state. She holds a ship's rudder to guide the state safely through calm and through troubled times, and again a horn of plenty. Most of Caligula's coins honour his family in some way, but this coin is one of the only ones to show the living ones. His father, his mother and his brothers were all dead, so he and his sisters were really the only surviving members of the family. And this coin, like many of the other honours accorded to his sisters, probably show the genuine high regard he had for them, but it may also show a degree of affection. This affection led, of course, to rumours that he had slept with all three of his sisters. Now, why was this type only struck in the first year of his reign and not afterwards? Well, there are various reasons. First, Caligula struck no bronze coins in the second year of his reign. And then in 38, Drusilla died. And in the following year, 39, his surviving sisters, Agrippina and Julia, were involved in a conspiracy against Caligula. So Agrippina and Julia were both banished. The sisters were no longer in Caligula's favour.